now they've released Nano Banana Pro. It is so much better. Alright, so never a dull moment in digital marketing. What we have is a weekly update on the 28th of November, and yeah, let's get right into it. So one of the things that has happened, and Lisa Landsman on her LinkedIn, we've seen that the scheduling has actually come out to Google Business Profile, which is fantastic. That means you can schedule multiple posts to happen over the space of a certain amount of time. Haven't looked into the limitations of it. It hasn't been released in my area yet, but this looks like a really cool feature that's going to be brought out. So if you want to keep your business profile ticking over, really optimize your localized listing, this is a great feature. This is a new thing, a new guide that's come out from SCM or Search Engine Land, and it is really good advice, because this new format of content chunking to structure information for better UX rankings and AI visibility is something that a lot of SEOs have been advising and saying, look, we need to do this to ensure that your content gets referenced and picked up by these LLMs and mentioned. So it's basically where you'll put in a header and you'll chunk content and answer to that is optimized to try and get into that certain section of a mention. There's also the new terminology of answer capsules, where it's like a H2 and then you're immediately following it by like 120 to 150 character amount as well. This is also basically content chunking. Now, it's something that's always done from SEO point of view, so it's not something new, but it is something that is working. A lot of people have incorporated this into their SEO strategies, and it's probably something you should put into it as well. Now, we also have something here called the generative, this is the marketer's perspective on AI-related search terms or SEO search terms. Now, this one's a funny one, because if you ask an SEO, is it AI search or is it AIO or GEO or answer engine optimization? Well, a lot of people are saying it's GEO. So 84% of respondents have related to GEO. So you can be guaranteed if the search volumes and people looking for that service increases, then you guarantee all the SEO companies are going to go after GEO as well. We can keep on saying till our face is blue that it's just SEO with this new layer of trend on top, but if other people are going to search engines and Googling it, well then guess what? We're going to have to try and go after that as well. Deep dive of the week, which I think is a fantastic tool, and Nano Banana from Google in Gemini was always a fantastic tool. There was no doubt about it, but now they've released Nano Banana Pro. It is so much better. The amount of copy and content that gets put into the ads, and as you can see here, this is all I said is like this Gecko Christmas toy climbs the walls, popular topic, get into a second, but I just said create a Christmas ad for Gecko. All of a sudden you don't have this boring ad for social media anymore. There was no time in the creation of it. It's something that you can use and share to your content. So like it's really, AI is helping bring down the amount of time that you need to spend on social media content creation, and you can use something simple like this. Now obviously some topics or some products need to have way more detail in them. Like it's very hard for the labels to capture a lot of the right information, but it is a fantastic tool and really cool for sharing on social. If you're limited with time, and if you have a lot of products like e-com stores, this would be fantastic for you to use just to get around those seasonal adverts. Really cut down on that time, so I would have a look into it. But we've been playing around with it. It's even helping with like landing page design, call to action design, header design. We're using it for multiple things at the moment that we just wouldn't have budgets for a lot of our clients to use to, hire a graphic designer to do these things for us, even though that's what we'd prefer to do. Because obviously this is very limited into what you can put into the prompts, but as you can see, quick, fantastic. And yeah, it's really cool. Now there are some features where like the snow is just a little bit there. You might have to revisit prompts, but again, really cool tool. But the shallow dive of the week, we'll just continue with it, is this Gecko is becoming, I don't know if everyone remembers the screaming flying monkeys that everyone was buying. At one point it was the Christmas toy. It seems that this Gecko is the Christmas toy of the year at the moment. It seems to be trending the most. It's following me on social. It's following a lot of people. A lot of people have been commenting on it to me. So yeah, it's in Smiths if anyone is looking for something fun to buy for the house at Christmas time. That seems to be the one. But my helpful tool of the week this week is going to be Ahrefs. So I love Ahrefs. I love SEMrush. They're both really cool tools. Like it's very hard to judge. Now, I do think SEMrush is very helpful for our clients trying to understand SEO a bit more, so the visuals. But then the Ahrefs, as an SEO specialist, I find it just gives us a little bit more detail. And one of the features that I love is this one, where it's like, oh, where was I ranking before? But I like this visualization of where we were, where I was like, I was position 9 under here, and I went to position 4. And the funny thing is, I'd done nothing with that website, keymurphy.ie, for a little bit. I do have a plan to launch it, but it's just a really helpful tool to see what's happening to you, but also what's happening to your competitors, and are they doing something that's they're making more changes to the website. It's always been analysis in SEO and seeing, but Ahrefs is a fantastic tool for looking over these things. And I do like the API integrations that they have, and you can bring in Search Console data and export to Looker Studio. So it's a really, really cool tool. Now, it is paid and it is premium. It is not for everybody, but for us, it's a really helpful tool. Google Trends of the Week. Well, what day do we have? It's the 28th of November. It is Black Friday. So Black Friday deals are trending massively, even though most companies now are releasing their Black Friday deals to go for the entire year. This is something that seems to be happening quite a lot. So you have your weather warnings. Christmas FM is getting the trend, so people going to work today felt a bit Christmassy, it looks like. If we had to look 4 hours ago, that is about the journey in, so something must be happening, but it is something that's going on. But that's the trends of the week. So move on to the Ask the Expert section. So thank you, Ryan, for putting some of these ones in for me. It's just me today. But okay, so what tactics should I use for Christmas marketing campaigns? Okay, very relevant. So the day after Black Friday deals, we have straight away, it's like, okay, it's all about Christmas now. So Christmas, obviously, your creatives are something to look at, making sure that your offer and your ads are all based around the seasonal period, if it's Christmas. Some people are opting out of mentioning Christmas and they're mentioning more of the winter stuff as well. You can do both. But having that seasonal aspect to your ads can really highlight that, you're thinking about this product, you're triggering an emotion with people. So assets around Christmas is a very good marketing tactic, especially in your email marketing. One thing that's a really good tactic to use in that we found in the email marketing side of things around Christmas is the countdown. So you might send a monthly newsletter, a weekly newsletter, but sometimes leading up to Christmas, you can do something like the a Christmas Advent calendar, where you can do an email campaign around an Advent calendar, and it's like a very cool kind of feature where it's like you give little deals. Really helpful if you're running an e-com shop. That might be a really cool one. There's your Christmas offers if you're a service-based business, or you can do offers around the Christmas side of things as well. It might not be as important as an e-com business at this particular time. People are winding down; they might not be thinking about work as much, so it is something to consider. But I do like something that happens over the Christmas period that not a lot of people speak about. A lot of customers and clients of ours, they decide to kind of, we're not in the office, let's cut our campaigns. But then you have the other guys who will keep it on. And what we saw was last year, the campaigns that were running, the cost per click actually lowered for a few of the terms. And people got inquiries and they were ready to contact. So they had a full email box of inquiries saying, well, not full box, but they had a good few emails. One client was telling us that they were, I'm glad I left it on because we had a pipeline of sales that we had to reach out to the day we got back into the office. So it was a really kind of good option, but it didn't overextend their campaigns. Their budgets were in line, but that's another Christmas marketing tactic that can work. Okay, what's the best format for meta e-commerce campaigns? Without a doubt, at the moment, it's the carousels, because there's so many options, especially with the product ones. Like we have been running video video is very good. It's getting the brand with the new Andromeda update. Having multiple different assets in your creative is very good with the Advantage Plus, but definitely the ones we see the best performance, the highest conversion rates, are the carousel ads, because people have the engagement with them. The more engaged they are, the more the platform believes that this is what should be in front of the user. So I think it's a very handy kind of tool with that. That format is winning for us in almost every e-com business that we're working on at the moment. So if you're not using those, you should think about including it in that campaign. What's the best way to structure content for AI mode? So again, this is an SEO one, and again, it's something that we reference quite a lot. So structuring content has always been a big thing for SEO. Like if you just had a big block of text on your website, it never did well. So this isn't something new when you're structuring for AI mode or AI search or GEO. It's just, it was always a really good SEO tactic to have your formatting in place, have maybe some bullet point listings, your benefits, those FAQs, which now people are kind of moving more into that content chunking side of things that we spoke about earlier. It's really good where it's, you know, you're structuring your content so that it will pull into a specific AI mode or AI search. But one of the big things with that is you really have to research what's currently there, really investigate the intent. If you're trying to target a keyword or to show up under something you think has a lot of volume or you want to get in there under that search, research it, find out what people have or what's in the AI mode now, reverse engineer it to kind of what can be on your website. But don't just look at yourself, look at your top 10 competitors, go through it and see what can be done. That's a really good way for structuring for AI mode. But yeah, look, it is testing is always a big format of this. It doesn't mean that you do that you're going to get into it. Your website might not be strong enough. You might have to really enhance your other qualities like your EAT, become a better authority in your subject, you know, generate topical authority. But yeah, look, this is one of the best ways to structure. It's like clear headers, FAQs, bullet points, tables, structured data. It's all part of trying to get into the AI mode now. But that's it for the week. A really quick one, but yeah, look, weekend is here. Hope everyone finds a great Black Friday deal, and yeah, we will talk soon.